What is up, good people? I am Gpaw, and this is my free-to-play account. Started June, what is today? June 27th, 2023. And the game's been out 5 years, a good 5 years at this point. And I'm starting up this free-to-play account to help free-to-play players and use my beginner's guide that I'm going to be making and show them how it affects my account moving forward. Now, I've already played my first day in the game. What I mean by that is that I've already done my dailies. I'm not going to be able to do this with how few characters I got, so I want to do a brief overview of what I did step by step. And I'm going to have tons and tons of advice and tips in this episode here. So you're definitely going to want to watch the whole episode, as well as go down below and click that subscribe, completely free to do. It'll keep you up to date when I put out new videos, as well as it helps my channel grow. We're headed for 1,000 subscribers, and I would just really appreciate you clicking subscribe. As well as thumbs it up, so I know if people out there found it useful or liked it, so I know to continue making this content. Both of those are completely free to do, so it just helps my channel a lot. First thing I did when I got in, you're going to want to go into campaigns, and it's going to walk you through a tutorial of all the good stuff. But you're going to want to play through Heroes campaign up to Chapter 2, and you're going to want to beat it. And once you beat Chapter 2, what that does is it's going to unlock villains. Now you need 3 villains to start, or 3 villain characters to start Villains campaign. So after beating Chapter 2 of Heroes Assemble, you're going to want to come up here in the corner and hit make a Scopely account, or sign in with Scopely. And all it takes is your email that you use to play Marvel Strike Force, and then you'll get a link in your email and you'll confirm it's you and you'll be good to go. You'll be signed in. At that point, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come back over in here in game, go to offers, and scroll all the way to the bottom. And it'll say sign in with Scopely, and you'll get 100 Loki shards, which is our 3rd villain, so we can do the Villains campaign right away. 10 gold orbs you'll get, and 1,000 power cores, which is $10 value. According to them, it's only 1,000 power cores is more like $13 to $15, but I just call it $10 for 1,000 power cores, my personal opinion. Now after that, you're going to get Loki unlocked and you're going to build him up. Early on, you could take any character to level 18 gear tier 4, and it's not going to hurt you at all. It's super cheap. You won't regret it, believe me, you. And a lot of these characters you're going to take more like to 36 gear tier 5 or 6. These 3 I'm trying not to, because after you get 5 heroes and 5 villains that don't include these ones, I won't be using them anymore for a long time, if ever. Only in Blitz, so that's why I say level 18 gear tier 4. But the rest of them you're going to want to level as high as you can and gear them up as you go. And we unlock challenges, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to play through your challenges. Today was these 2, your training mats and your ability materials. I was able to beat this, but I wasn't able to 3-star it. I will be able to the next time it comes around. And you're always going to want to be playing the hardest level of this that you possibly can. Now, this one, I was only able to go to tier 2 because I don't have 4 protectors. I only got 3. So I wasn't able to do that anyway, so I just finished right there. And that you're going to want to focus on that, maxing those every day, and it'll be different ones every single day. Now, I do want to cover the store real quick and get that out of the way. In the supplies, you're going to want to buy everything you can in here, and it just refreshed. Every 8 hours it refreshes, so I'm going to go ahead and grab these while we're here real quick. Before I do, I want to show you this. Settings, and you're going to want to scroll down to advanced settings. And this will reset a couple times. You'll have to probably come in here and do it a few times, but item count in store, I like to activate that, as well as I like to activate, these all stayed activated, so I had to click these earlier. And it just starts the arena fight or the war fight or the raid after 20 seconds. So if you start a fight and then you get sidetracked, it'll start the fight and auto it for you. As well as you're going to want to click, where is it at here? There's other one, show open all orbs option. This is going to help you because you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of orbs, and you don't want to open them one at a time. You're better off opening them 10 at a time usually. So those are some of the options you want to check, and you want to go in there and do what works for you. I believe you can actually change your reset times and stuff as well. But as I was saying here for the store, you can see how it's now showing me how many of these I got. You want to buy them until you have at least 100 of each piece. And the reason that is, you're going to have so many characters coming in, you're going to use all this gear, and it's really, really cheap. And instead of having to farm it with energy so you can farm character shards, you want to buy gear out of here as much as you can until you get 100 of each. And then farm the rest. Once you have 100 of them, it's totally up to you whether or not you purchase in here. It's always up to you. What I'm saying is I recommend definitely buying them until you have 100 of each. And then for the supplies on Blitz, I recommend unlocking Shang-Chi, and I already bought him once. This has been my second time. Until you unlock him, I would recommend buying him for the 500. After we unlock him, absolutely just open Blitz orbs for 350. When you open a Blitz orb, you're going to get 5 random character shards. 5 of any of the Blitz store characters, which could potentially be Shang-Chi or the premium character, as well as you're going to get gold on this is the premium character, sorry. Let's see here, if we gold, you're going to get between 15 and 3,000 on each side. So you're going to get 3 to 6,000 gold every time you open it, as well as 5 shards. And it's cheaper. So this is what you're going to want to be opening after you get Shang-Chi unlocked. And the reason I recommend you unlock Shang-Chi first is because he's going to help you clear raids early game. Amazing character all the way up to end game. He's still amazing. And you can use him in your arena team to keep you in that top 250. He's one of the better characters free to play that you got access to. I will have a guide coming out breaking down all the stores for new players free to play. So definitely subscribe down below so that way you know when that video goes out. And that way you can be up to date on what I recommend you do and why. And then you can kind of make your own decisions. But there is some things you want to focus in these stores. Alright. Another quick tip. Never buy these orbs out of here for any amount of power cores. Once you got an understanding of the game, you've been playing a few months, and a character drops like Vol, and you have a ton of power cores free to play, and you want to buy some, go ahead. But most of these aren't worth the cores they cost. This is absolutely a terrible value. So I would say never buy any of these for the cores. Now, if you're just dying for blue ability materials, not these green ones, but the blue ones, and you have a ton of power cores, yeah. And if you're a spender, you can be more flexible with this, but even I spend on my main account and I don't buy any orb for any amount of power cores. It's terrible value. And I just wanted to get that out there real quick. Another thing that I did today, and as you can see it's at 100, this starts at 24 every day at reset, which is at midnight my time central is when it resets for me. Now you're going to want to come in here and buy this 4 times for 50 power cores. And you'll get this premium currency from doing it's not, I guess it's a premium currency from doing daily objectives, and this counts as power cores when refreshing energy. So my first 50 will be just with this currency, and then it'll change to power cores. But you're going to make enough power cores that you'll earn them back what you spend. And you want to be doing this so you're spending energy to level your account, as well as farming character shards from nodes, okay? So you're going to want to be doing 450 core refreshes every single day. And that's what I did. I went and I pushed as far as I could into villains. I might have been able to go a little bit further, but I ran out of energy. And you're just going to be working on heroes and villains when you start out. So I'm starting to push into heroes 3 when I ran out of energy as well. And you're going to do this till you complete villains chapter 2 and you reach player level 20. Then you're going to go in and work on Nexus as well, and you're going to continue to push through at these level requirements essentially. Now, the only game mode we unlocked was Blitz, and I would absolutely recommend blitzing because it lets you learn your characters. If you're a brand new player, never played the game before, Blitz is a great way to try out different characters and see what their skills do, as well as your enemies, and see how your enemies fare. And it teaches you the game. Now you do actually have to go in and do the battles, or you have to start it and you can click auto and it'll fight on its own, but you actually have to go in and watch the fight. When we reach level 60, it'll have a sim mode where you just hit sim and these guys duke it out and you just go off this meter essentially. And the meter isn't always right, I promise you. Don't always believe it. If this is a meta team and they're just weaker, the meter's going to say you're winning, and that meta character is going to blow your whole team up, okay? So those are some early on tips. The rewards in here are of great value. The gold is a constant resource as well as the character shards. They have special ones on Sunday, red star orbs and premium orbs. So you definitely want to be blitzing every single day, as well as the daily. As you've seen, it just reset while we were there. So they have a daily where you have to do 2 blitzes a day to unlock 1, and then you have to do 15 for these. This currency is just for the strike pass. Early on, you're not going to have enough teams to fight this, even if you come back every 2 hours and fight. It's really, really hectic. I wouldn't even worry about it. until you have, 4 or 5 teams, and then you can actually beat this one as well every single day. And this currency is going to go in here for Strike Pass, free to play, and you're going to get this stuff for free. And this is amazing resources from doing your dailies and stuff, and it's going to help you grow. Remember, this is my free-to-play account. I'm going to talk about everything free-to-play. On my other account, I do buy the Strike Pass. It's one of the best values in the game if you're ever going to spend. Now, tomorrow, we will get to level 20, and we will join an alliance. You want to find an active, good alliance. And until you can, for sure, find a great alliance, I recommend staying in that strike team that they put you in, because it'll constantly bring in new players that are active. At least it's supposed to. A quick topic here in the milestones. Save the world is you just spend campaign energy, and that's why you're doing those 450s a day refreshes, as well as collecting your free energy. And I maxed it out, spending 1206 energy already. It's really easy to do, and it gives you tons of great resources. These orbs are going to get you so many characters, the premium orbs. All these orbs are going to get you awesome stuff, as well as some gold. And the cool part is there's 2 of them. Save the world and save the energy. Or save the world and save the world, my bad. Spending energy, and they're simultaneous. So I spent 1206 in the other one. I got all these milestones for this one as well. Power cores, milestone orbs, tons and tons of gear. They're both really, really good. And this is a 2-day one. So it's actually getting ready to reset, but it goes for 2 days. And the other one goes 24 hours. So usually we'd like to get up around right here and clear this so we get all the power cores. If you go any further, that's cool too, but usually you just want to make sure you're getting to this 20,000, which should be pretty easy considering we've already spent 1,200, and I got 2 free energy refreshes still to come today. Golden opportunity milestone. Now, starting out, it's really hard to spend gold, so I've only spent 360,000. What you want to do free to play, and as any player really, is you want to make sure you get to this one right here, 1,075,000 in the future, and that's for these power cores. After that, it's just gear and little odds and ends of stuff that you can get for spending more gold. If you just spend the 1,075,000, you'll actually accumulate enough gold through your gameplay to actually start building up gold. Like, this gold will start stacking up. I have 11 gold orbs that I haven't even opened. I just got on my first day for signing up with Scopely, or signing in with Scopely. They gave me 10 gold orbs. Plus I earned one somehow, so I have 11 of them. And essentially that gold will stockpile, and you'll stockpile your gold orbs, which you'll need for events later down the road that require you to open gold orbs to score points. And that's the gist of it, really. The other 2 villain characters they give you right here is Electra and Crossbones. I did just the first one to unlock each. I'm going to go through and play them on my own time instead of doing it for like a video or anything. There's no reason. And I'll play through as I can. I recommend you do the same just to get those free character shards and that little bit of gold. The gold's laughable, but every bit adds up. You know what I'm saying? And Iron Man's a second thought. You do need shield. Let me see here. Requires 2 shield agents. So, and you can see which people actually have that tag. And it just keeps going up where you need more. Like, requires 3 shield agents at 3 stars. So it keeps going up and getting progressively harder. And you can 7-star Iron Man anytime. From beginning to 5, 10, 20 years till the game dies. You can do it anytime. He's one of those legendaries. And you'll get Shuri and Invisible Woman in here eventually as well, that you can do at any time. So that's what I'm going to work on in these 2, getting them done after I get done with this video. And this just breaks down events that are going to come. So this thing's eventually going to have like 20 tabs in here in the events section. Alright, and that's everything we did in the first day. So just a quick brief overview. Definitely get a Scopely account. If you don't sign in with Scopely and check over on Marvel Strike Force every single day, you're missing out on tons of free rewards, as well as you'll only be able to do so much in events, because like they give you half the points for the events on the MarvelStrikeForce.com. They run events over there as well that you need to be doing to be competitive in this game. So this is 100%, in my opinion, mandatory. It's a must. If you don't do it, I wouldn't even play Marvel Strike Force. You're going to cripple your account, and it's just going to really suck. It's going to be a bad experience, I should say. And then advanced, obviously go in and set up your advanced options as you choose. Do your 50 core refreshes every single day. Make sure you get a cool name of your choice. Mine's GPaws Mobile Gaming YouTube, free to play. My main account's just GPaws Mobile Gaming YouTube. Again, don't buy these orbs in here for any amount, and do not buy these premium characters for power cores. Power cores are hard to come by, especially free to play. And even on my spending account, I would not buy these ever unless it's a brand new character and I only needed 5 shards. Otherwise, I wouldn't even buy it then. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even buy it if I needed 5 shards. Terrible value. Don't spend on any of these orbs. This is usually, I think, $4.50. Here, we can open this one and I'll show us the price. Electro. Alright, so yeah, $4.50 usually. Never. If you want to be competitive in this game, don't spend power cores on this stuff, guys. Terrible value. And do not spend it on gold orbs either. It's the same, $4.50. Terrible, terrible value. If you're ever broke down and absolutely need gold for some reason, because you're going over that 1,075,000, come in here and buy one. It's 900 power cores. I don't know if I can find it, but it costs 900 power cores, and it gives you 3 gold orbs. So you're getting one for free instead of buying them right here for $4.50 a piece. If you ever had to absolutely do it, but I would recommend not doing that. Other than that, just keep pushing through campaign and building your characters. Gear level 18, gear tier 4. You can do that on any character and not worry. It's so dang cheap, it's unreal. So if you're not sure about a character, just don't take them past level 18, gear tier 4. And if you're wanting to test them and see if they're good, I think it's gear tier 9 is what it used to be. Don't take them past gear tier 8 or gear tier 9. Because once you do, it starts taking those uniques at level 10, or gear tier 10 take mini uniques, and those are hard to come by. So don't go past gear tier 9 unless you're sure that's a character you want to take all the way to gear tier 18. Is a solid tip. Alright, that's all I got for this video. Definitely like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.